Hey, welcome back to Hot Rod Madness. This week we're out at the Garaj Mahal 2017 NSRA Top 5 Builder of the Year. It's Glenn. Glenn, how are you, man?
I'm doing fantastic,
All right,
Tim.
buddy.
How about you, buddy?
I'm doing great, man.
Good.
I'm looking forward to seeing some of those creations you got in there, buddy. Let's go check them out.
Let's go do it.
All right.
Hot Rod Madness, where every car has a story. If you love rat rods, street rods, American classic muscle, even the unusual, including those ground-pounding, tire-smoking street machines, we got them. Fire them up, Hot Rod Madness style, with your host, Tim the Milkman, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew. In the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains in Maryville, Tennessee, is a hidden treasure. It's the Garaj Mahal, a shop that specializes in custom-built hot rods, muscle cars, and restorations. Let's go with Tim the Milkman as he visits with the owner of the Garaj Mahal, Glenn C.
Glenn, what year is this one?
This is a 1954 Ford F100 that we built over the past 2 years. It's my personal ride.
Okay.
It's got a 302 small block Ford crate motor in it with a C4 transmission. Cool. 9-inch rear end.
Okay.
Fat Man fabrication chassis.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just a nice, comfortable truck.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted, every year I build a different vehicle that we use to campaign and show off.
Sure.
You've seen the 36 Roadster at
Yes,
year one.
Yep.
That one we took to SEMA. And this one is last year's car. And it's my personal one, and we just go out and have fun in it and show people the kind of work we can perform right here at the Garaj Mahal.
Nice, man. The thing's sweet.
Yeah.
Now, what color do you call that?
This is Canterbury green. It's the actual factory color on this truck.
Mm-hmm.
When we stripped the paint off of it, this was underneath.
Oh.
So I said, why not take it back to the factory color?
Why, sure.
Yeah. So we nicknamed it Mint Condition.
Mint condition. Wow. The mint green does look good on it.
It does. It's different, mint and chocolate brown.
Yes, sir. The little trailer and all, the camper special back there, it matches the truck quite well.
Something different.
Pop the door. I want to see the interior, man. Look at that. Look at this dash, dollar bill. Check that out. Yeah, buddy. That's the type of quality you can find here at the Garaj Mahal. This thing's yeah. Love the shifter and all in it, man. It looks great.
And we built it to use, right? Okay. I go camping in it. I drive it. I take it to shows. We take it everywhere. It's something that, again, we wanted to show people you can have a really cool car and drive it.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be a trailer queen.
You recently went camping in this thing, didn't you?
I did, just up at the F100 Super Nationals. I went up to Pigeon Forge for the weekend, and that's where I slept.
So, is it comfortable? I mean, that thing's kind of tiny. Let's check it out, man. I want to see inside this thing.
There's more room than what you think.
Really?
Yeah, check this out.
Okay, so it is a good 8 foot maybe?
Yeah, 7-foot bed in it.
Okay.
And it was built by myself and a friend, John Forkham. This was hand built, all out of mahogany and birch.
Wow. Okay.
And some maple surrounds, and even the roof of it is built. The inside ceiling imitates a 1940 Woody.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so not only are you a metal fabricator, you guys work with wood quite well too, man. You can build some more Woodies and things like that, right?
You know, give us something and an idea, and we'll make it.
Sure. Garaj Mahal.
There you go, baby. Check out the kitchen in this thing.
All right, let's see what's in the back end. I know they load them up with all kind of goodies back here to camp with.
We've got our stove.
Okay.
We've got our refrigerator.
Yeah.
We've got our kitchen table.
Okay.
You name it, it's all ready to go.
You can incorporate a little refrigerator or whatever you want in this.
You could.
Yeah.
You could. Yeah, it's all wired up for everything.
Yeah. And Glenn, that's a really cool Roadrunner you got setting up on your lift, man. I'm a real big fan of the color orange. You know, I incorporated that in my logo.
There you
go.
Here
you got a nice one up on your lift, man. What year is that?
This is a 69 426 4-speed car. And we're turning this into a top-of-the-notch 100-point show car for the owner.
Okay.
We'll be dropping in a Hensley Racing 426 550 horsepower street Hemi into this next week.
All right.
But some of the things, you know, everybody gets to see the top side of the car, the interiors. Of course, it's beautiful. You know what that looks like. I wanted to show you some of the things that have been done to this car that really make it stand to the next level.
Oh, yeah, man. Look at this thing.
So what we've incorporated is all factory suspension components. We've gone back with the factory disc brake shields. All the components are factory Hemi numbered components on this car, just so that we can match everything we need to. The only thing that's not stock on this, as you can see, are these TTI high dollar long tube headers. We do want a little bit of performance to make that big 550 horsepower Hemi go. So we've done that, but it has the factory 4-speed. Under here, as you can see, a lot of people undercoat these cars, you know, and put truck bed liner on them or something. But as you can see, this is single stage factory orange paint, like it would have came out of the factory. We put all new lines on it, all new body plugs. Every nut and bolt is as it should be.
Wow, this thing's brand new, man. All over again.
Of course, it's got the Dana 60 rear end in it.
Yes, sir.
With the gunmetal gray cover, with the 0 and the X markings on it.
Everything's tagged.
Factory tags, factory markings, all the way across it. You know, even the factory exhaust tips.
Now that, my friends, is some quality work. I mean, I don't know if the camera's doing it any justice. However, hey man, who's that?
Oh, that's Rick, my customer. He's got a all original LT1 Corvette.
Let's go look at it, man. Let's see this thing. All right, here's some more Garaj Mahal art. Check this out.
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Great Saturday morning here.
All right, nice Stingray.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
All original LT1 here. Just trying to keep her together.
What year is it now?
It's a 72.
Okay. Oh yeah, white's one of my favorite colors.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
So did they do a restoration on it? What on
Man,
it?
she's all natural.
Yeah.
And Glenn's my my trainer to help me keep her in tune, keep her looking good.
Wow. So you maintain these classic vehicles?
Yeah,
for folks?
we not only build them for people, but like Rick has this, you know, it's all original and it only comes that way once.
Okay.
So we work with Rick and other customers to keep their cars this way. So whether it's an oil change or a disc brake change out or whatever they need, we want to help them keep it that way. So today, Rick, are we doing the radiator support replacement?
That's correct. We're going to do I'm asking them to help me with the radiator support.
Okay.
It's notorious on the LT1 Corvettes that, you know, kind of wears and tears and rust at the bottom edge there. And anyway, I think I got all the original pieces back in the car, and I need Glenn to help me get it there.
That's one nice LT1.
You like that?
Glenn, I'm loving the quality of work you guys do here at the Garaj Mahal. Man, I'm looking at some really cool rides over here.
Thank you.
69 Camaro.
Yes, sir.
57 Cameo pickup truck.
Yes, sir.
Everybody knows how rare those are.
Yeah, it's a nice one, too.
That thing's gorgeous, man.
Yeah, come over here and look at this Camaro, though.
Yeah.
It sports a big block, 396 in her.
You know, with the SS Kriegers, it looks all period correct. 70s, 60s, 70s kind of era.
I had one when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was my very first car. My dad left it when he passed away. He had a 69 pace car.
Yeah.
And I owned that car forever. And, of course, it had Kriegers on it and white and orange and all that good stuff. So I've got a special place in my heart for these. And and Wilmer's got a beautiful one here. What are we doing today, buddy?
Justin the carburetor run a little rich here, just adjust it out just a little bit.
Okay.
Make it run a little better.
Yeah.
Seems like I've got it under control now, I believe.
How long have you owned this one?
Had this in about 3 years now. Money and time, you know.
Big block power, buddy.
Yes, sir. Nothing like a big block. Nothing like a big block.
And what's the displacement on it?
It's a 396 cubic inch, 4-speed car.
Yes, sir.
Runs pretty strong. Run about a 790 is the best I've got out of it.
Okay. You got some goodies in that thing, man.
Got a little goodies in it. Yes, sir.
All right. Everybody knows what a beast a Camaro can be.
Yeah, and it's the right color, right? Orange, orange and white here for University of Tennessee.
Yeah. That one's orange. This one's orange. We in Tennessee, man.
Yeah, you know you're near Knoxville when everything's turning orange and white,
Yes,
right?
sir. Love it, man.
Chris is back here doing something.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know he's tearing up your car, Wilmer? Chris, what are you doing back here? Brake light.
New brake lights.
Oh, so we don't get arrested.
All right.
Yeah, he's tearing it up for you.
Yeah.
Hit the brake. Let's see if we know what we're doing. Oh my gosh.
All right, he's still got one bulb left. We're good. Okay.
Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a sweet little Camaro.
Wow, there's a lot to see in the shop, man. You got
Yeah,
to.
we keep pretty busy.
Yeah, and looking at that paint booth, man, the quality of the paint booth and all, I can see how you may have turned out a beautiful red paint job on the Cameo. Dude.
It is
That
a
thing-
nice one, isn't it?
gorgeous.
She's shiny and
Yeah.
slick.
Yeah.
Pretty
man.
rare car too, or truck.
Yeah.
57 Cameo, and she is stock
Okay.
bone original.
So that would be what, a 283 up front? What is that?
It is a 283.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
Super clean inside and out. And the owner, Mike, drives this thing. He puts miles on it.
Okay.
Last year, we put a power steering and disc brakes on it for him up front because he wanted a better stopping power.
Sure.
And then just a couple of weeks ago, we put a new vintage air AC system in it for him.
So with that said, after the Garaj Mahal got a hold of this thing, it's probably a little better than factory, right? Stops a little better, maybe?
Stops a little better, a little more comfortable to drive. And this just shows that how we work with our customers, Tim, is that not everybody wants to dump all their money out in a complete frame off, let's do it all at once, right? So Mike came in, we did the paint, we did the restoration basics, and then a couple of years later, he brings it back, we do some mechanical upgrades. Another year later, he comes back, we do some comfort upgrades.
Yeah.
We do that with a lot of customers. We do phases or projects. It's not all, rotisserie restorations.
But I did see a rotisserie.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Over in the Fab Shop.
Yeah, you guys, you can blast them down to nothing but cheese.
Yeah.
and put
Unfortunately,
it back
some
together.
of them end up with not as much metal as they thought they had.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But we got great workers and great fabricators that know how to put the metal back in. And when we go over to the Fab Shop here on the other side of the wall, I'll show you some of the work that we've done over there too. Here in our Fab Shop, we do all of our plasma cutting and welding and shaping and all that good stuff on these cars. Sometimes you can't find parts, so you have to make them.
Have to make them.
Yep, and this is a perfect example. These are fenders off of a 1961 MGA Roadster.
Wow.
And when it came in, it was pretty rough.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Holes everywhere. Just barely hanging on. It had sat outside for 27 years.
Man, you get a hold of some Swiss cheese.
Yeah. And I learned fabrication work from a couple of really good instructors at UTI in Houston, Texas, many years ago. And that knowledge and the education they gave us really helps to do things like this.
Cool. I know what he's talking about. I sent my son through that same school.
Did you really?
Well, he went to Orlando, and you probably went to
Houston.
Texas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So what we've done here is an example. Like these were just all rotted out, the bolting points. So went through and I segmented the lip of this and then put all new fresh metal on the top and along the edge so that now we've got a good surface to bolt to. You can see here's my next one I'll do. You can see it's just, there's nothing left of it. So little bit of work to do there. We also had something similar, Tim, on these fenders. There was a big hole here and this top lip was all rotted out, and we came through and resurfaced these and we resurfaced this. Now we'll be doing these lower patch panels once we get it back on the car. Since this is a bolting point, I didn't want to cut it off now and weld it on. I want to bolt that upper fender back on, figure out where we need to cut this so that the new piece that we tack in place goes exactly where it should be. No issues when it comes to putting them back together, buddy.
Yeah, I guess when you're doing that kind of work, you want to make everything as simple as possible.
You don't want to have to do it twice, man.
Right. Oh, man. I could imagine.
Yeah.
Glenn, here's a couple of more projects you got going on here, man. Tell us a little bit about them.
Yeah, over here we've got a glass-bodied, fat-tired Willis Pro Street Gasser type of vehicle. This came to us from an estate. Her husband died. This was his dream car. He was in the middle of building it.
Yeah.
A friend of mine contacted her and said, hey, let us finish the car for you, take you for a ride in it, and then sell it.
Wow.
So it's got a lot of emotion to it. We've been working on it now for about 4 months. The engine's just about ready to fire and be finished. We've been doing all the body work. We'll be painting it in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
Our goal is to have it to her just after the first of the year.
Wow, man.
Yeah. He did a lot of work on it, and we just love projects like this where we can help people. It's not just
Sure.
about
Yeah. Sure.
being famous or doing anything crazy with this stuff. It's about helping people, right?
Well, everybody knows that behind these rides, these are just tools, for the people.
Yeah.
Just like when I interviewed you at
Yeah.
your one show,
Yeah.
I'm walking up on a person here
Yeah.
with a fabulous hot rod.
Yeah.
And doing what I do, man, you never know who you'll run up on.
You don't know their story or
I
anything.
ran
It's
up
pretty
on the
cool.
Garaj Mahal, man,
Isn't
when
that cool?
I interviewed you. Yeah.
And that's what we love it, right? We just it's all about the hobby and the art and it's everything together.
Yep, when you find a real car guy, you'll find a lot of passion behind it. man.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
you, my friend. You're
Look
helping
at
these
you
folks
guys.
out. This is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we got to do
Super
that.
cool.
We got to do that. Over here is one we just dug out of a barn here in East Tennessee. It's a 36 Pontiac sedan flatback. Wow. Yeah, you don't see many of the Pontiacs. You see a lot of the Fords and a few of the Chevys, but this is a Pontiac, a 36, and we're not quite sure what we're going to do with it just yet.
It's a bit of a shell, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
you
just
get a lot of work going on.
A lot
here
of
now.
work to be done on it still, and we're still in that design phase. The owner of it is in that, oh, gee, do I just want to sell it and flip it, or do I want to finish it? So a lot to happen over the next 6 to 8 months, depending on what he wants to do, but it's going to be a cool ride.
Man, I'm a big fan of the fat fendered hot rods, man. Back in the day, wow. I mean, you take the 41 Willis, the Pontiac, they all had that, that one thing in common.
Yep, big fat fenders,
You
baby.
can put big fat tires under them too, buddy.
Oh yeah, stuff it out. We're even thinking about taking this one and making a sedan delivery out of it. Weld up the back windows, and then take the rear trunk lid and cut it up around the window, make a door out of that, and it becomes a sedan delivery. So lots of options.
Hey, Glenn, what you got going on here, man?
Well, this is the grill for the Patina 50 Chevrolet you saw outside, which makes it easy on those body guys when they don't want anything but rust.
Yeah, that patina look is a hot item nowadays.
It is.
And even I want it on my 66. I'm going to have to hit him up for that later. However, I want to see what you turn out on this baby.
So what we did is we took the grill straight as it came out of the field. We've shot a couple of different colors of gray and black on it, sanded them up to give it that old ugly patina look. What I'll do is I'll just wipe it down with some wax and grease remover, mix up some flat clear, and I'll shoot it for you.
Okay.
How's that sound?
All right, let's check it out.
All right.
Okay. Hey, Glenn, it's another project here at the Garaj Mahal. I'm a big fan of the 50s model pickup trucks, and you're patinaing one out here. And what year is this one?
It's a 50 model, 5-window.
Yeah, 5-window.
Yeah, we found her over in Memphis, Tennessee, for a customer who's here local in East Tennessee. And he said, brought me in a picture of a patina truck and said, here's what we want to do.
Oh, wow. He brought a photo to you and
Yeah,
said, hey.
can you do this?
Yeah.
So we found this truck. It was pretty rough.
Was it?
Yep. And then he said, well, gee, if we're going to patina out this truck and I want it to be a daily driver, I want it to have all the convenience of a modern car, suspension, drivability, fuel injection. I said, well, then there's only one thing to do, and that's get a code 504 frame underneath this thing. So it's an all-new S10 frame from code 504.
Really?
Yep. Lowered springs,
Yeah.
lowered spindles. Everything is just ready to go. All we did was take the body and the cab and the bed off of the old junk frame.
Okay.
Bolted it right up to the new code 504 frame.
Okay.
Put some wheels on her.
Wow.
And then dumped this little L83 5.3 liter all aluminum
Oh, boy.
V8 in it.
Look at that.
So that'll give him plenty of horsepower with the 6-speed 6L80 transmission, and
Sure. And you'll be riding good with this thing. It's
good. Yeah, everything's new and tight and modern technology underneath it, so he can just hop in it and take it wherever he wants to go. He wants to use it as a daily driver.
Yeah.
But have it look like an old truck.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah, I
Super
really
cool.
like it. We're gonna start maybe doing this as a production option here at the Garaj Mahal.
Oh, yeah?
We've got so many of these old trucks laying around, and I've got a few S10 frames laying around.
Okay.
So we may make that available to our customers. Hey, pick out your color.
Yeah.
Pick out your engine.
Tell the viewers, here we go,
Pick
viewers.
out your interior.
You see what he's up to, man.
And we'll spit you out a brand new truck that looks
Nice.
old. Yeah.
Wouldn't mind having one myself. Glenn, thanks for having Hot Rod Madness out today, man.
Well, you're welcome, Tim. And like I was saying before you left, I wanted to show you and Dollar Bill why I left Houston, Texas.
Oh, look at that.
Is that not beautiful?
Wow, that is gorgeous.
Huh?
Yeah.
So I get to play with these old cars and live in the Smoky Mountains. I call it living the dream, baby.
Yes, sir. Nothing like doing the Dragon's Tail in a 57 Cameo pickup truck.
Hey, we had a great time today. Thank you, Hot Rod Madness, Bill and Tim. Really want to thank the people who make all this possible at the Garaj Mahal. Of course, we've got our customers, our team, Alan Honecker, Chris Dick, Rick Knight, Mike Bowers, Scott Hill, and my beautiful wife, Kim. And, of course, all of our wonderful sponsors and vendors, Eckler's, McGuire's, I don't want to forget anybody here, O'Reilly's Auto Parts, Steel Rubber, A-Tech Motorsports, and Hot Rod Madness.
Thanks for watching, and check back soon for more Hot Rod Madness.